Today we will do Lesson 9 Soil Explanation Part 2. A very good morning to all my dear students. Hope you all are fine and well at home and enjoyed your Uttarayan also very well but safely. Now dear children, today we'll be continuing lesson number 9 that we had started, that is your soil. Just a recap of what we did on the last turn is your soil. We did some activities I explained to you. Then there was a soil profile. The soil which consists of humus, the top layer of the soil which consists of humus, which is the rotten animals and the plants which makes the humus. Now here you can see this is the layers of the soil that you can see here is different layers. You can see here the gravel, sand, clay, water, and the last is the humus, which is the top layer, which is very fertile. Now how the soil is made, that we also studied in this, that soil is made by the breaking of rocks and rocks. Now for years together the rocks are under the effect of air, water and then sunlight. So with the continuous effect of these breaks the rocks into smaller pieces, and then those smaller pieces are again broken into very fine particles, and which makes the soil, which is called as the weathering of the rocks. Now after that we studied about the different types of soil, the horizon of the soil. This is the vertical section of the soil. As you can see, this is the top one is the A horizon, below that is B horizon, then C horizon, and last is the bedrock from which the soil is made. And this you can see the different horizons. This is the profile of the soil. Then different types of soil we studied. The main three types of soils are there, that is your sandy soil, clay soil, and the loamy soil. Now we'll move on to the next topic, which is on page number 100, that is the properties of soil. What all are the properties of soil? 9.4 but properties of soil. So you all are going to write here today's date and classwork first, and then we will continue our work. You have listed some uses of soil. Let us perform some activities to find the characteristics of the soil. Now here we are going to perform some of the activities. At least we are not going to perform, but I am just going to explain the activities that are there, which shows the different properties of the soil, through which we can find out certain properties that exist in the soil. Now first is the percolation rate of water in the soil. Now Bujo and Paheli marked two different squares of 50 and into 50 centimeters each, one on the floor of their house and other on the kacha or the unpaved road. Now here there's an experiment or the activity which is done in which there are two different types of soil samples are taken, one which is from the floor of the house and other which is on the road side. Means जो कच्चा रोड होता है, रोड के साइड में जो कच्चा पार्ट होता है वहाँ से एक सॉइल लिया और एक घर में से घर के ऊपर जो आसपास जो मिट्टी होती है उसमें से एक सॉइल लिया और उसका एक एरिया मार्क किया 50 into 50 centimeters, and they filled 2 bottles of the same size with water. Now what they took with them was the water of bottles filled with water. Their bottles were also of the same size and the same quantity of water was filled in both. They emptied the water from the bottles, one each at the same time in the two squares. Now what did they do? They poured both the bottles one each on the one of the squares. मतलब जो दो सैंपल्स मिट्टी के लिए थे उन दोनों सैंपल्स पे एक एक बॉटल पानी उन्होंने डाला. They observed that the water on the floor flowed down and was not absorbed. On the kacha road, on the other hand, the water was absorbed. The observation made by them after pouring the water on each of the squares was that the water which was poured on the soil which was taken from the floor of the house, it did not absorb the complete water, whereas on the other hand the sample which was taken from the roadside or the kacha roadside, it absorbed water quickly and completely. Now let us perform an activity to understand this. Now there is an activity why this happened, that the roadside sample absorbed the water more compared to the sample which was taken from the floor. Now this is your activity 9.4. For this activity, divide yourself into 3 teams. Now, team A, B, and C, you will be finding out how fast the water passes down the soil. Now, here in this activity, we have to see that how water is absorbed quickly by the soil, which type of soil absorbs the water quickly, and more amount of water is absorbed also by the soil. An activity in this, you have to take, you will be finding out how the water passes down the soil. So you will need a hollow cylinder or a pipe. Ensure that each team uses pipe of the same diameter. Some suggestions for obtaining such a pipe are given below. So you have to take a pipe, and each of the teams will take the same diameter size, so that we come to know with the same quantity of water will flow into the soil. If the diameter of the pipe or the length of the pipe is different, then at a time the different quantity of water will flow. So we will not be able to come to know exactly that which soil has absorbed less water and which has absorbed more water at the same time. So at the place where you collect the soil, place the pipe about 2 centimeters deep in the ground. Pour 200 milliliter of water in the pipe slowly. Now you have to, when you take the pipe of the approximately of diameter 5 centimeters and of length 20 centimeters, you have to fix that pipe into soil at least 2 centimeters deep into the soil, and you have to pour about 200 milliliters of water. Note the time when you start pouring the water. When all the water has percolated, leaving the pipe empty, note the time again. Now what you have to do is, you can see this in this diagram, it is shown that this way you have to fix the pipe and you have to start pouring the water into the pipe. And when you pour the water, you see that water goes into the pipe only and it doesn't spill out of the pipe. All the 200 ml water has to go through the pipe into the soil, and note the time when you start pouring the water into the pipe, and then also note the time, that how much time has taken for the soil to absorb the water. Here you can see the measuring rate of percolation is given. Now here what is given is, be careful not to let the water spill over and run down on the outside of the pipe while pouring. Now calculate the rate of percolation by using the following formula. Now here the formula is given to find the percolation rate of the water. What is the formula? Percolation rate in milliliter per minute. That means we are pouring the water in the milliliter. So milliliter per minute मतलब 1 मिनट में कितना मिलीलीटर पानी जो है वो percolate होता है. That is amount of water in milliliter, and divided by percolation time, that is the time taken in minutes. Now here the example is given how you have to calculate it. Suppose that for a certain sample it took 20 minutes for 200 ml to percolate. Now example is given is that for 200 ml to be absorbed by the soil, it takes only 20 minutes. So what is per minute rate? मतलब 1 मिनट में कितना पानी percolate होता है वो निकालना है. So 200 ml, that is the amount of water, divided by the time taken, that is 20 minutes, that is 10 milliliters per minute. That means in 1 minute 10 milliliter of water is percolated in the soil. This is called as the percolation rate of the soil, milliliter in milliliter per minute. That is the unit of percolation. Don't forget that unit is very important when you do such calculations. Now calculate the rate of percolation in your soil sample. Compare your findings with the other and arrange the soil samples in the increasing order of the rate of percolation. Now the 3 different samples that have been taken, you have to find the percolation rate this way, and then you have to arrange the samples in the increasing order of their percolation rate. That means first you have to put the sample which absorbs the water least, or which has the least percolation rate, and then you have to keep on increasing. Then the second and the first one will be the one which has the highest percolation rate. In that order you have to arrange the soils also. So this is the way you can find out how much water is absorbed by the soil. This you can easily do also at home also. You can take 2 samples, one which is near the road side, जो हमारे घर के आसपास जो कच्चा एरिया होता है उसमें से एक आप सैंड ले लें, और दूसरा जो सॉइल है वो आपके घर में कोई पॉट है या कोई फ्लावर बेड है या कुछ छोटा सा गार्डन है, उसमें से आप वो मिट्टी ले सकते हैं और उसमें आप जो है पानी डालिए और उसके बाद आप देखिए कि कितने टाइम में एब्जॉर्ब होता है. सो ऑब्जर्व द टाइम टेकन इन बाय both the soil, and this way also you can find the percolation rate of the soil. This is very simple experiment. You can do it at your home also. Now what is the next property is moisture in the soil. This is your 9.5. Do you see water drops anywhere? If yes, where did you find them? On heating, water in the soil evaporates, moves up and condenses on the cooler inner walls of the upper part of the boiling tube. Now when you heat the soil, what happens is that the water that is present in the soil starts evaporating and it moves and condenses on this part of the test tube, which is on the inner wall of the test tube, which is the cooler part. As you can see here, this is the boiling. You can see this water in this starts evaporating and becomes, now here at this is the cooler part of the test tube where you can see the drops of water start condensing on the sides of this test tube. On a hot summer day, the vapor coming out of the soil reflect the sunlight and the air above the soil seems to shimmer. After heating the soil, take it out of the tube, compare it with the soil which has not been heated. Now note the difference between the two. Now what you have to do is you have to take out the soil that has been heated and one which has not been heated. But before that, what is given here is that on a hot day when the water vapors from the soil come out and they reflect the sunlight, what happens is that the soil that evaporates come on the top of the soil and they start reflecting the sunlight. When the sunlight falls on it, it starts reflecting that light, and the air above the soil, you all know that the air is always present everywhere, so air which was present on the top layer of the soil starts shimmering or shining. Now you have to remove the soil which has been heated in the test tube and the one which is not heated, and you have to compare both the soils. Now next is your activity. Now absorption of water by the soil. Now next property we are going to study is absorption of water by the soil, activity 9.6. Here also you have to do some experiment. Now all these things all the properties that we are going to study are totally experimental based only. 9.6 Absorption of water by soil. Do all the soil absorbs water to the same extent? Let us find out. Now the next property is how much water is absorbed by a particular type of soil that we are going to study in this. With the help of an activity, we will come to know that how much water is absorbed by a soil. This is your activity 9.6. Take a plastic funnel, take a filter paper or a piece of newspaper sheet, fold and place it as shown in the figure. Weigh 50 grams of dry powdered soil and pour it into the funnel. Measure a certain amount of water in a measuring cylinder and pour it drop by drop on the soil. You can use a dropper for this purpose. Do not let the water fall at one spot. Pour water till all over the soil. Keep pouring the water till it starts dripping. Now here the experiment is, first of all, the things required for the experiment is you have to take a plastic funnel, then you have to take a filter paper, either a filter paper or a newspaper, and place it in the fold and place it in the funnel. I'll show you the picture how you have to do it. Now then you have to weigh. On page number 102 is the picture that is shown here. This is your funnel. This is your plastic funnel. उसके अंदर एक filter paper या newspaper fold करके लगाया हुआ है, और उसके बाद इसके अंदर जो है क्या डालना है, powdered जो soil, dry soil powder जो है, that you have to pour into it, and then you have to take certain amount of water. You have to measure that water, how much amount of water you are taking it, that you have to measure first. And that measured quantity of water you have to add to the dry soil powder drop by drop. You don't have to pour all the water together, but drop by drop you have to pour, and you have to spread it all over the soil, that water. You don't have to pour it at one place. एक जगह पर पूरा पानी नहीं डालना है सॉइल में, चारों तरफ जो है सॉइल जो फनल के अंदर है फिल्टर पेपर या न्यूज़पेपर के अंदर, उसके अंदर पूरा उसमें पूरी तरीके से स्प्रेड करते हुए पानी डालना है। और तब तक वी हैव टू कंटिन्यू एडिंग द वाटर टिल द वाटर स्टार्ट्स पोरिंग। मतलब धीमे धीमे जो है वो वाटर क्या हो जाएगा, अब स्टार्ट्स पोरिंग टिल इट स्टार्ट ड्रॉपिंग, मतलब कि जो मिट्टी में से जो है पानी वो जो है नीचे बीकर के अंदर गिरना शुरू हो जाएगा। दिस इज द बीकर दैट इज प्लेस्ड ऑन विच द फनल इज प्लेस्ड। तब तक हमको पानी ऐड करना है। Now subtract the amount of water left in the measuring cylinder from the amount of water you started with. Now how much water is absorbed by the soil? How can you know that? For that what you have to do first is you have to see the amount of water that is left in your measuring cylinder. जिस बर्तन में आपने या जिस वेसल में आपने पानी लिया था, आपको पहले पता था कि उसमें आपने कितना पानी लिया है और अब कितना पानी बचा है उसके अंदर, वो आप देखिए। उसका मतलब है जो वो दोनों का जो डिफरेंस है, दैट मच अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर इज एब्सॉर्ब्ड बाय द सॉइल। This is the amount of water retained by the soil. Record your results in your notebook in the following manner. So the difference in the amount of water that is there. Supposing you have taken 200 ml of water when you started with, and now only 50 ml of water is left in your measuring cylinder or the vessel in which you have taken the water. So the difference is 150 ml. 200 ml minus 50, that is 150 ml. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि 150 ml of water is absorbed by the soil. So how will you write down? Weight of the soil is 50 grams. Initial volume of water in the measuring cylinder. ये हमने assume किया हुआ है. It is assumed, so it is written as UML. कुछ भी क्वांटिटी आप एक्स वाई जेड एनीथिंग यू कैन अस्यूम, ये हमको अस्यूम ही करना है, इसलिए कोई भी क्वांटिटी हम अस्यूम करेंगे। यहाँ पे वेट ऑफ द सॉइल वी नो इट इज 50 grams fixed that we have taken the dry soil, and the initial volume means the volume of water that you started with, that is the initial volume, and final volume of water in the measuring cylinder is V millimeter. मतलब अब जो वाटर जो मेजरिंग सिलेंडर में रह गया है उसका वॉल्यूम कितना है, V लीटर है। सो वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर एब्सॉर्ब बाय द सॉइल इज U माइनस V मिलीमीटर्स। फर्स्ट और लास्ट जो पानी बचा है उसको आप सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, उतना एब्सॉर्ब किया है। वेट ऑफ द वाटर एब्सॉर्ब्ड बाय द सॉइल इज V माइनस U grams. नाउ हियर जो है वॉल्यूम इज देयर, दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव रिटन मिलीलीटर, एंड हियर द वेट ऑफ वाटर इज देयर, दैट इज given in the grams. 1 milliliter of water has weight equal to 1 gram. Now here it is already given that how can you equate 1 milliliter and gram. 1 milliliter of water has weight equal to 1 gram. That means 1 milliliter of water is equal to 1 gram of water here. So that if it is 4 milliliters of water, so here it will be 4 grams of water, because both the things are same. milliliter 1 milliliter और 1 gram दोनों बराबर है इसलिए। Now we have to find the percentage of water that is absorbed. So how will you find out the percentage? This is the difference, that is U minus V upon 50. 50 is the 50 grams is the weight of the soil multiplied by 100. So repeat this activity. So multiplied by 100 obviously, because we are finding out the percentage. Repeat this activity with different samples. Would you get the same result for all the samples? Discuss the results with your friends and answer the following questions. Now you have to take, this is the one example that is given, or experiment which is shown, that if you take a certain type of soil, that this much amount of water is absorbed. It is just an experiment that is given. Now you have to collect different types of soils. As you know, there are different varieties of soils are there. So you take different variety of the dry soils and repeat this experiment with each type of soil, and then note your observation what happens. Because all the soil will not absorb same amount of water. Every soil will absorb little less or little more. Now what are the questions based on it? Which soil would have the highest percolation rate? मतलब कौन सा ऐसा soil है जिसमें percolation rate सबसे highest है? विच सॉइल हैज़ द लोएस्ट परकोलेशन रेट, मतलब कि पानी जो है उसके अंदर एब्सॉर्ब करने का रेट सबसे कम किस में है, सबसे ज़्यादा किस में है। बूजो हर्ड फ्रॉम हिज नेबर्स दैट 8 to 10 days after the rain the level of water in the pond or well rises. Which type of soil will allow water to reach a well faster in a greater amount? Now